EK real spicy with more clips. Don't forget to subscribe and bang on that like button. Now let's get into it.
Hey, but this better be good, god damn it!
Justin Black, own a moving company.
So, how much do you make a year?
About 75 to 95, depending. That's how it works.
Pop my balloon because I just feel like that's not enough for me. But I feel like everything else was good, you know?
Okay, 75 to 95,000 a year is not good enough.
I thought it was going to be like 100,000 and more because he owns his own company, right?
Okay. So it fluctuates. I've been owning my own business for about 3 years. It's been 110, and then it's been 95, and it's also been 75. So, it fluctuates.
I mean, look, there's a ton of money out here, man. And I could dig that 100K isn't what it used to be. So at 75K, that's not the end all be all. But the way these women act, as if that's nothing at all, and it's easily attainable to be steady and consistent year to year, especially owning your own business, is in for a rude awakening. Or maybe they do know this, and deep down, they know they're not built for that boss independent lifestyle, hoping a man will come save them.
Modern men have no courage.
Oh? Do tell.
Courage is something men used to pride themselves in. It was lumped into chivalry, part of being a man.
Anyone willing to bet this is about modern dating?
Now you don't even have the courage to go talk to a girl?
Ooh, it's fun to be right.
None of you are approaching women.
Why should they? There's countless videos out there of women telling men to leave them alone, and men are actually listening. And now some seem upset about that.
None of you seem confident.
How could they possibly be confident? What is considered to be the bare minimum and the requirements that some women have for dating keep shifting on a daily basis, from the unreasonable to the outlandish.
And coming from a girl, I swear to you, all it takes is a little bit of courage to stand out. Yes, the gym is going to help. Yes, fashion is going to help. Yes, you need to be a good man. But none of that is going to matter if you're not willing to put yourself out there.
The biggest thing that one isn't taking into account here is that a lot of men are just tired of all the games. They would actually just prefer the peace of being single.
Are you going to fail on many approaches? Absolutely. But who cares? I know it hurts, but what else are you going to do?
They're going to sit happily at home not having to worry about if they're tall enough, if they make enough money, or most importantly, who's cheating on them.
So much more control over your own destiny here. I'm too short, I'm too poor, modern women aren't worth it, feminism ruined everything, are just a bunch of lame-ass, cop-out excuses.
But are they? All this is really telling me is that ultimately, a lot of women really don't understand most men, and it shows.
Why does it always gotta be about a man's courage and being afraid, or worse yet, intimidated by women? Like, the most average women swear men are afraid of their rejection. Come on now, cool it down. Dudes are just much more selective, especially at this time. You might get a look or two, but best believe guys are checking and making sure you're worth pursuing. That's really what it is.
We discussed like expectations, and I told him my expectations when it comes to a man. I was like, my man have to protect and provide. Like every man I've been with took care of me. Every single man I've been with or whatever. And he was like, baby, that's fine because that's the type of man I am anyway. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he proposed to me in 2022. He proposed to me in 2022. We dated for 8 months before he proposed to me or whatever. Yeah, I said yes. Anyways, and mind y'all, when I was single, I took care of everything by myself. I even bought my own house. I took care of my kids. Wasn't on no government assistance. Like I held it down. So I can do that. Then I feel like my man should be able to do that. So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just, in a month, like, it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills? I told this man from day one, my money is my money and his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had texted his homeboy, like, we all cool. I texted his homeboy or whatever. We went together. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting I started venting, like I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with his friend. But things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So, his friend ended up giving me some money or whatever. And he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you gotta handle. Like, his friend was every single thing I desire in a man. Like, everything I desire in a man. And, ain't nobody trying to hear my side. Ain't nobody trying to hear me out and what I went through. Like, that's not okay. That's not cool. You made a promise to me and you broke that promise. How am I wrong if I told him who I was and he didn't stick to what he agreed to? Like, that's not love. If you love me, you gonna pay them bills. You gonna do what you told me you was gonna do as a man. All boy is all boy, he get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too much. All these, like, everybody coming for me and stuff like that, and it's not okay.
I mean, listen to how she talked, though. I mean, it's annoying. Some dudes just don't learn until they got to deal with the broad like this. Oh, well, at least according to her, she did show who she was at the beginning. She's definitely a snake and a scumbag, but that was his scumbag. And now, of course, she's just gonna hop on to the next one, right? It was just your turn to waste resources. That's what it was. But what got me is the one she happens to hop on after him was his so-called friend, right? Like, I don't care how cool we are. I don't care how cool we all are. No friend ends up with your ex, let alone your ex-wife, bruh. Or someone you're serious with, especially. That's against the code. No denying that. But what continues to amaze me is how and why dudes continuously take on another man's headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, you wonder why the game is the way it is. All right, so moving on. And you might have seen this post going around social media, right? Where this woman, she explains that a dude in her complex is trying to talk to her, shooting his shot, But basically that she pays him no mind. Then all of a sudden, when she finds herself struggling, coming home with the groceries, right? Her son running all around. She finally noticed, dude enough, to see that he was not so helpful in her time of struggle. He even scoffed at her, right? And said, "This is why you need a man." And then she responded with, "Well, can you help me right quick?" And he trolled her ass back with, "Nah, not me. I tried to be the man you needed." Type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, said he washed his hands of a dog. He was done. Groceries flying everywhere. He trolling her like this, you feel me? Like, he couldn't wait for this. And really see, well, I might not necessarily do that. That's not necessarily my style. I might just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't want to help, I'm going to just keep it moving. But other than that, I don't know what you thought was going to happen here. Like, common courtesy goes both ways, right? Your attitude, good or bad, goes a long way. And if you only see people where you need help, then don't be surprised when people don't help out. Or they decide to show you the energy you led with, right? Like, if a person does help, then that's a great thing. It's not something that could be expected. They don't really owe you anything. Did he get to trolling you because he was in his feelings? Hoping you would need him so he could reject you after you rejected him? Probably so. But the bigger question to me is, would you help him for anything he needed? Or, better yet, did you see him as anything other than a thirsty dude who didn't even deserve a smile or a reasonable response to his friendly introductions? Probably not. So therein lies the problem. And there you have it. But yeah, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. Hope you enjoyed the clips. Hit me in them comments, man. And of course, if you made it this far, I appreciate your support. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. And I'm gonna check y'all in the next video. And like that, be easy. Gone.